I'm Keisha, and I'm here with some keys on how to change your life. The other day at work, a lady asked me if I believed in superstitions, and my first response was no, not at all. I like to think that I believe in reality, but come to find out, when I gave it a second thought, because my favorite saying is, if you think of something twice, you look like a genius. So I thought about it twice, and turns out I do believe in superstitions. I don't believe in the superstition that you say something and you knock on wood to keep that thing going. Like, oh, you know, I never get pulled over by the police, knock on wood. Hmm. So I'm the kind of person that, you know, I believe I always get a good spot. I always park at the right spot, especially if I should be in that store. There's something in that store I need to get, I'm getting a great spot. If I definitely believe I'm always in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. I've been telling myself this for years, and I always find myself in that situation. I can be getting ready to walk out of a door, and all of a sudden I'll start taking steps backwards and looking around like, what should I be doing here? And someone would start a conversation with me about something that, a conversation that actually needs to be happening. I am superstitious in the manner of that you always gain something. It always works out for your good. If you speak your words, the power of your words is, just that. If you find the silver lining in anything, it's just that. It's working out for your good. So that's my superstition. I try to keep a positive spin on it. So I am not like, oh, I'll never walk under a ladder. If you step on a crack, you break your mama's back. None of that kind of superstition. Nothing that won't benefit me. You know what I mean? So I do take the time out to positively influence my life for the better, and others. Like I say, you feed your faith. You feed your faith whether you can or whether you can't. I believe that one of the greatest scriptures I've ever fed my faith with is redeeming the time. I love that. So anytime I'm running late for something, I kid you not, the time is always redeemed. Either I get there and the other person is running the same amount of time, or time just happens to, I just make it there at the right time, and nobody even notices that I'm a few minutes behind or whatever. It just all seems to just flow just so. When I ride in the car, I always thank God for clear and safe passage. And I kid you not, I don't really drive in traffic. Partly because I don't go out when there's a lot of traffic, but if I do find myself out, I'm usually in front of traffic or just behind traffic, where I'm flowing and driving nice and at ease. Even when I'm leaving at the same time, leaving work at the same time that other people are leaving work, they're like, oh, traffic is really bad going up this street, and I'm like, oh really? Not for me. But life is what you make it. If you choose to enjoy yourself, you will enjoy yourself. The book that I like to talk about, The Game of Life and How to Play It, she talks about, in a portion of the book, I always find the right parking space. I always find a good parking space. Her father, on the other hand, I never get a good parking space. And guess what? That's what ends up happening. He never gets a good parking space, and she always gets a good parking space. Is there any difference? Is somebody playing favoritism to the daughter and not to the father? No. The universe is delivering exactly what we speak. I'm always in the perfect place at the perfect time, doing the perfect thing. I said that one time at work, and usually when I see somebody, I smile. So, and it's so funny because now that we have to wear masks everywhere we go, I have a mask on, and when I smile, my eyes do this. So people already know I'm smiling behind the mask. And I get, oh, you have such kind eyes. I'm like, huh, how funny is that? So um, when it comes to when it came to me being at work and saying that I'm always at the perfect place at the perfect time doing the perfect thing, this man walks up to me, and I smile at him, and he smiles back. No conversation, no words exchanged or anything, just a smile and keeping it moving. He comes back and he gives me a card. In the card had $5 and a thank you note. I was like, what's this for? He said, you're always so nice. I went to hang out with my aunt for her birthday. We went to Wet Willie's, and I left my wallet in the women's bathroom. In the women's bathroom of a place that's super popular, overly crowded, and my aunt used to work there, and she says nobody ever gets their things back if they lose it, you know, or if it's stolen, they never get it back. So I tell her, my things don't get stolen. It's mine, and I'm using it. It'll return to me. So we go downstairs to the security office, and the security officer looks at me laughing like, yeah, we will never see your stuff. So I just tell him, I said, with a straight face, I said, when my wallet shows up, just bring it to me upstairs. I'll be upstairs. So we go upstairs, and my aunt is hanging out. She meets a captain of a cruise boat, and they're hanging out. Their birthdays are the same day, and they're just enjoying themselves. So after hours go by, I'm ready to go. My aunt looks at me, she's like, you ready to go? I was like, yeah, I'm kind of ready to go. So I turn to the side, and guess who I see? The security guard. So he walks up to me, and with a straight face, he tried to steal my look. With a straight face, and he says, can you follow me, please? I said, you have my wallet? He didn't answer. So I'm like, yeah, I'll go downstairs and get my wallet. So I go downstairs, and sure enough, my wallet is downstairs. He's like, I can't believe it. In all the years that I've worked here, nothing has ever been returned to anybody. I was like, well, that's my stuff. I need it. My keys, my credit cards, my debit card, my things are in there. My ID, all my stuff is in there, and I need it because I'm using it. So I get my things, and I get ready to go home. My aunt is like, girl, I don't know what it is about you, but the craziest things happen, and you know, the craziest things just happen around you, and it's because of the words that I speak and the things that I allow to happen in my life and the things that I do not allow to happen in my life. Have you ever had a friend who, when something goes down, they're like, oh my God, so and so is about to happen, or we might be in trouble? Oh no, baby, you might be in trouble, but I'm good over here because I have what I say. All things work out for my good. You know, you have to feed your faith. Do not forget to feed your faith. Thanks for watching Life Changing Key. I'm Keisha, and I'll be back with more keys to help change your life.